think for me, so with my background in art, it's always been about like storytelling and how to like evoke these emotions within people, like different storytelling components. And so being from a background in animation that like came from storyboarding, that came from like colors, it was, certain like body language or things like that you could bring in to evoke those things. But then with food and cooking as like a medium, you get to use all five senses. There's smell, there's taste, there's the looks itself, as well as like the sounds it makes, that certain crackle, sizzle, that little bubble you hear, and even like the way it feels, the textural components. Every single sense is engaged with food, and there's this like very fleeting and momentary like quality to food where you really can't share an experience you had with food with anyone else, right? You have to be there to try it, to be there in person, to smell it, to eat it, to feel it, to be able to tell people about it. And the most you can do is show people photos, and you can be like, "Whoa, that looks really good," but they'll never really know. So that's something that I feel like is really special. So when it comes to bringing nostalgia and stuff like that, like the first thing you want people to notice is like the looks, right? You use your eyes first, and then it's the smell. What sort of smells are gonna be coming out and wafting up that evoke certain things? So this like second course, I like powder a ton of like white pepper on top, and like white pepper with like chicken is just like instantly takes me home to like Taiwan. You're on like the street night markets, and you smell that white pepper, the fried chicken, and you're thinking like yensuji, and it's just like very homey to me. I think when I cook with that like authenticity and that like honesty, it comes through in the food, and anyone can relate with that. Because like at the end of the day, food that's like made with love is like a universal language. Like when I'm eating like Caribbean food, Middle Eastern food, Indian food, or like Southern like soul food, it all holds so much like emotion and like love in it, and like just the tradition that goes into like making these things that like you can't ignore the story components to it. There's just something about it that you can tell means something very special to someone, and that's I think what I try and bring to the table with my food.